Alright, so in this video I have a new pair of New Balance sneakers that I think you guys are going to enjoy. This is a pair that is new for 2021, and it's one that I actually didn't have on my radar until New Balance turned me onto it. So shout out to the people at New Balance for jumping on a call with me, and they actually recommended this pair for me as well. So this pair was actually sent over from New Balance, which is super rad, but it's one that I'm like super stoked about because you guys already know I'm a huge fan of the 1080 V11, and this is the New Balance Fresh Foam X Vongo V5. So while it looks similar to the 1080 V11, there's a couple features about the shoe that make it more lucrative to certain people. So when I'm looking for a comfort pair of sneakers, there's a couple things that I definitely look for. One is the shoe lightweight. Two, how is the cushioning setup? Is it soft and cloud-like or squishy, or have a lot of cushion there? I definitely like a lot of cushioning on most of my shoes if I'm going to look for that comfort shoe. And then the last one, which is kind of something that you don't usually get in line with the second item, is the shoe having stability, and that is where this shoe comes into play because the Vongo V5 is kind of the stability version of the 1080 V11. So if you like the 1080 V11 but it's not as stable as you'd like, try this one out. Also, they changed up the heel as well, which is different than the 1080 V11. So some people might not have liked the heel cup on the other model. You'll probably like it on this one a little bit better. But this is an incredible shoe, man. Another one from New Balance. Let's go ahead and get into this video. What is going on, guys? Hess here. Hopefully you guys are having a great day out there. Thank you guys for stopping by and watching this video. If you guys are new here and you guys do enjoy sneakers, then consider subscribing to my channel. New Balance has been showing me a lot of love, and it's been such a fun journey the last couple months working with them because they have some incredible sneakers, man. It really started out organically. I was trying out the 1080 V10. I bought a pair. I love that shoe. It was unbelievably good. And since then, I've been sort of sucked into their subculture of New Balance running sneakers with the different technologies that they have, as well as also on the lifestyle side of things. There's a lot of pairs over there that I've had my eye on, so expect some more reviews probably from both sides. Anyway, this is kind of like an alternate version to that 1080 V11 that I mentioned, which is an incredibly great shoe. That 1080 V11 is one of my favorite shoes of the year, top 5 comfort for me out of all of the comfort shoes that I've tried. So in this case, you have another product offering that has Fresh Foam X on that entire midsole of the shoe. It's lightweight, it's durable. There's a whole bunch of great quality things about this shoe, but it comes in at the same price point of $150. So that's where it can be confusing of like which shoe do you end up buying, and it really just depends on your feet. This is one of those shoes that if you didn't consider these in the past, or there was some considerations for the previous models of the 1080s, this might be a better option for you. Some people might not like it as much. At the end of the day, it's a really good option. So for overall comfort of the shoe, it's obviously great because it has that Fresh Foam X midsole. It's lightweight, it's soft, it's very well cushioned. It doesn't have the responsiveness that like Fuel Cell has. So I did a comparison between Fuel Cell and Fresh Foam X, and Fuel Cell has like a softer, squishier step in, and then it bounces back pretty good. The Fresh Foam X just has more of like an absorption, but it absorbs it so well. Like, it's unbelievably soft. And I really love the feeling of that Fresh Foam X. So this, of course, is just excellent. It's a bigger stack, at least on my feet. It feels bigger than the 1080 V11. But again, the stability accents of this shoe make this a great choice for somebody that wants the added stability on their feet. I will also note that they do offer wide versions of the shoe. So actually, I got a wide version of the Vongo V5. And I love the fact that they have those offerings. It just makes it that much better for somebody like myself that has a wide feet. So some words from New Balance on the Fresh Foam X Vongo V5. Retail is $150. Fit, in my opinion, is true to size. This is the deep sea sulfur yellow color right here. And it says, our Fresh Foam X Vongo V5 running shoe is designed for the perfect blend of support and softness. Featuring the Fresh Foam midsole and a medial post, the Vongo is all about stability in every stride. 9.9 ounces with an 8mm drop. Fresh Foam midsole cushioning is precision engineered to deliver ultra cushioned lightweight ride. The Hypoknit on the toe box is actually really crazy too. It's really stretchy, like actually very free feeling on the toe box, which I personally like. From a casual perspective, I think this is a great shoe. It's one that you can wear day in and day out. I have a little pro and con list that I wanted to go over with you guys just from my experience with the shoe after wearing it for about a month. For the pros, it's a complete rebuild of the V4, as I mentioned. This one has the Fresh Foam X. The V4 had the Fresh Foam. They didn't release a V5 last year, so they actually skipped a year. So they waited it out and reimagined the entire shoe top to bottom. And it's just one of those shoes that's a great contender for pretty much anything else out there on the market. If you're a fan of a lot of the Hoka lines, this is one of those shoes that's like direct competition to a lot of the stuff out there for that, as well as like Saucony and other cushioned running sneakers. Again, another pro similar to the 1080 V11, which is a shoe that I really love. I'd say the 1080 V11 does run a little bit lower than this one, and the heel fit on this one is actually really nice. I do like the 1080 V11s as well. I don't have any problems with slippage or anything, but for people that did, especially for running, the Vongo V5 should solve that problem if you have that issue. As I mentioned, another pro is that stretchy knit material on the toe box. Also, these are very lightweight, under 10 ounces, just a really nice pair of sneakers to throw on, and it doesn't feel like you have anything on your feet, but when you do land on it, you do feel a lot of protection because the next pro is that Fresh Foam X midsoles, which is incredibly nice on feet. Very soft, very well cushioned, feels like you're landing in a pillow in every step. It's just really, really good. I would also say that the shoe is very durable. The outsole traction, although I've only worn these on and off for about a month, the traction is really good on the bottom of the shoe. They have a couple different areas that have exposed foam, but for the most part, this traction is pretty rugged. If you guys have tried these shoes out and have ran in them a bunch, and just tried them out more than the month that I've tried them out, leave some comments for some other people and let them know if the durability is there for you. I've worn my 1080 V10s and 11s quite a bit, and the outsole traction is pretty amazing on both of those still. Which the durability of the shoe goes hand in hand with nice build quality. I would say that the shoe is built really well. And of course, another pro is the stability of this shoe. When I put these on and walk around in them, honestly, this could be one of those shoes that really gets me like motivated to start running, which I keep saying that I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it now. I feel like it's going to happen this last quarter of the year because now that I'm doing YouTube full time and I have all these tremendously dope running sneakers, I actually want to start running. I have a treadmill in my garage. No more excuses. I'm going to start doing it. But this is the one I think I'm going to go with because of the added stability of the shoe. I like to be able to put on soft and squishy sneakers a lot of the time as well, as you guys probably. But since these offer that extra stability, it kind of makes me want to run in these shoes because it just feels I guess, safer overall. But there's nothing compromised with the overall fit and feel of the shoe because it does feel really nice and soft and squishy and lightweight. So kind of the best of both worlds, more stability and very well cushioned. As for some of the cons about the shoe, I would say the first one just being the colorways. There's not a lot of great colorways out there for the shoe in my opinion, but that's, it's subjective. I know style is just overall subjective, but it's something that I would say is just a minor con. I wish they had better colorways. Another con, I guess, technically about the shoe would be that it doesn't have the responsiveness to a pair of sneakers that some people may desire. And if you guys do want responsiveness from New Balance shoes, you go with the Fuel Cell line instead, because the Fuel Cell line is definitely made more for the responsive nature. This is more for the soft cushion feel, like when you're stepping, and it gives your feet a nice cloud to land on when you're walking or running in the sneakers. But if you definitely want something with more responsiveness, Fuel Cell is the way to go. Rebel V2 is definitely one of my favorites at that $130 price point, but the Laredo is unbelievably good as well. But the price point is so steep at that $225 price. It's definitely an amazing pair of sneakers though. Anyways, just another option for your feet for comfort out there. Lightweight, stability, nice cushioning. The New Balance Fresh Foam X Vongo V5. Drop a comment what you guys think about the shoe. If you buy them after this video, come back and let people know what you guys think about after wearing them. I think it's a pretty great shoe though, and definitely one you should consider if you guys want to chase that Fresh Foam X feeling, which is just unbelievably good, again, as I mentioned. If you guys want to buy a pair of these, again, check the link in the description, and you can go over to New Balance's site. Thank you, New Balance, for sending me this pair over. Have a good one, though, and thank you guys so much for stopping by and watching. Peace, guys.